This is day 19, and today was a pretty bad day. It's the third day in a row where I haven't done anything besides playing a tournament in a day. And today and yesterday I didn't even get on the game at all. And what I realized was like the most important thing for consistency is momentum. Like right now I have negative momentum. Like I'm going away from being consistent, you know? Like it's becoming normal for me to not be consistent every day. I like don't do what I need to do. Once you take a day off, it becomes so hard to get back into like the groove of things. And every day I just take off, it's just gonna become harder and harder and harder until eventually I snap back into it and I lock in and I get back into it. And once I get back into it, then it becomes easier. But the one day you slack off, it just becomes harder and harder. But once you get back into it, that's when you can start like going crazy. And I have a gym anecdote where when I used to go to the gym and that was like the most important thing to me, I could go every day for a while, but if I miss one day, then the next time I would make up some sort of excuse or it just wouldn't be normal to go to the gym. When you go to the gym every day, it feels weird to not go to the gym. But when you don't go to the gym anymore every day, it's like it's normal to not go to the gym, you know? So it feels weird to go to the gym. It feels uncomfortable. And that's like the spot I'm in right now. And I just have to there's no productivity hack or anything. It's all about just doing it. Just say fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Because if I don't do it, what will my life look like in 10 years? And like it's not where I wanna be. I just have to do it. There's no productivity hack, there's no video that's gonna help me do the work. You just have to do it. If you don't want to do it, you just have to start doing it and then you'll get in the mood of doing it. Another thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm not gonna show every single way I died in the 1v1 scrims tournaments. So what I used to do was I would show like the VOD of like the tournament or the scrim game or whatever. And the thing is like that's cool and all, but it just takes so much time to like go through it and it doesn't really give me flexibility of being able to VOD whenever. So if I do a 1v1, I make a looking for a player 1v1 post after that. And then until I find someone, I can just VOD review that 1v1. And then once if I get someone that I can just pause and then do it later when I have time, when no one's DMing me, and just keep 1v1ing. And that makes it so that the reflection doesn't take too long. And that was the reason why I didn't want to do it at night, was because it was just taking me forever. It would take me like 2 hours sometimes, and I would procrastinate on it. I want to do it and then push my bedtime back, and it would create all sorts of problems. So what I could do is now moving on to the next thing. My bedtime, I'm moved it to 1 a.m. and then I do no lights at 12 a.m. Yeah, 12 a.m. no lights. So around 11:30, I could probably start my reflection because I can probably finish this in 30 minutes. I just have to write this on the Google Docs. Then I just record the video, and then I just edit a little bit, and then boom, I'm done. Right? It's much easier. And I'm just gonna write the lessons that I learned on these Google Docs, like what I learned in the games, what I'm gonna do in order to improve, and I think it'd be a much cleaner system. So yeah, I'm gonna move my bedtime 30 minutes. It used to be 1:30 a.m. Now I'm making it 1 a.m. just so I can make sure that I'm warmed up and ready and I've done everything I need to do in the morning before vital scrims start. And obviously there's no scrims right now because it's off season, but once they do start, I want to be in that routine and ready so that when the scrims do start, I don't have to change my routine. It's already fixated on the scrim schedule. And then the last thing, this is completely unrelated, but like I was just thinking about it in my head and I was like, I'm not gonna look for a relationship right now. Like I wasn't even thinking about it, but I was like, when? Obviously, it's an important question. Like, when are you gonna start dating, or when are you gonna look for a partner? And it's like, I'm gonna look for one as soon as I can. Obviously, I want to, but like, I'm not gonna look for one and then I have to move states. It's like that's kind of weird. That's why if I do move, that's when I'm gonna actually look for a partner. And I know like the old me would have saw this and I would have been like cringe as fuck. But I'm gonna use dating apps just because like it's just higher volume, bro. Like the thing is, I've done cold approaching. Like I'm not the type of guy that never done cold approaching and then be like, yeah, it doesn't work. Like it works. You can fucking walk outside and go to the mall and approach every single girl that you think is attractive for 8 hours a day for a whole month straight. I've done that, and I got numbers. And I wasn't the most successful, obviously, because I was shitty at texting. I didn't know how to do anything, but I did the cold approaching and it works and it's higher quality interaction. So like it's you could say it might be worth it, but I think it takes up too much time and I just think the dating app is better. The dating app is like basically a sales page. Like this is who I am, this is what I'm looking for, this is just me. And if you like me, then you can swipe right. I think it's the best way to do it. And like it is kind of gay, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And the first type of person I'll look for, like the most important character trait, is to find someone who believes in me more than I do myself. And I understand that's like so rare, and it sounds like that's impossible. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you only have to find one person, right? It's not like I have to find multiple clients. I just have to find one and stick with them for the rest of my life. So obviously, I'm gonna have to go on hundreds of dates and do as much volume as possible. Like explore a lot of options, see what type of people are out there, and see what I like. And I need someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to support me. Like if I need money, they'd be willing to work a 9 to 5. If I need them to make me my meals every single day and clean my house, they would do that. Like they would be willing to do anything. It just sounds crazy right now. Like it's like, bro, no one would do that, but I do think it is out there. Like if someone genuinely believes in you and sees the potential, like they will do whatever, bro. And on the first date, what I would probably do is like I will just state like non-negotiables I have and things that are like weird about me. So if they're fine or if they see the things that are weird or like different about me as like pros, then that's like perfect because they're not negatives to them. They're actually good. Things like how I eat, like I'm super strict about what I eat. I'm super strict about my bedtime, stuff like that. Like I just want to be upfront with that, and if they don't like fuck with that, then they can just dip, and we don't waste our time. So I don't know. I feel like relationship stuff is always gonna be in my head, but for now it doesn't really matter because I'm eventually gonna move, so I'm not looking at all right now. But when I do move, it's gonna be probably something I'm gonna be talking about a lot in these videos.